sharing my screen. Okay, you can see the screen.
Yep.
Lab 3, yeah, we have opened, and then from 69 we will continue. So yeah, from 69. Okay, so we have added the manufacturer analysis text box. Now we will learn how to use the grid lines and snap to grid. So if we look at the, I'll just remove this one. Okay, if you look at the in view, go to the view tab, and then if you click on grid lines, it will be showing the grid lines. And if you click on snap to grid, so everything you need to select, and then you can see the snap to grid. When you change it, it'll snap to the grid. Okay. So you can, if you want, you can disable the features. So untick those features, and then you can disable them. Now we'll rename the page to manufacturer. So let's go to the page and then double click on the page, and then you can change the page one to manufacturer. Did everyone do that? Okay, so now,
Yes.
okay, thank you. Select the white space in the canvas to deselect any possible visuals, and from the visual. So now we'll learn how to format the page. So let's go into the page and make sure you're not selecting any visual. At the moment I have selected the matrix visual, so I'll just click on somewhere where it is white. Now once we do that, we can see only these two icons. If I select something, then maybe you can see a third icon, but make sure you see only two icons. And this is the format your page icon. So click on the format and then go into canvas background, I think, right? And then go to browse. And I think we are given a image in our data. So choose the image from the data folder called background image. So browse here, and then I am in the theme folder of the data folder. So I'm just going to click on the data folder and choose the background JPG. And then I clicked it, but I can't see the background because the transparency is 100%. So if I lower the transparency, then I can see the background. So you all can see the background, right? Okay, so now resize and position. So now, because the background, it has manufactured, see this is the layout that we need to get into. We need to get the gauge here, sum of revenue by country here, and the matrix here, and the logos here, and the revenue and percentage growth by year as the bottom visual. So I'm going to resize. So now this text box, I'm going to get it to move it to here. Just try to drag it and maybe resize it that way. And then your logos as well, resize it so that it comes into that bar. you can have, maybe you can extend this as well. Yeah. And then you will have this one, the gauge in here with the, just resize that, and the matrix, move it to the side in and make sure that um, it is the last line is coincidental with the graph that we have. And this one, summary of revenue by country, into the other top one. So there are two there are two here, so we need to make sure that they are like this. So here, if we go, we need to resize it to here. You can see the guidelines, so you can follow that. And this one, there is another, so you can just expand it. So did everyone do this? That is urban. Yeah. Did everyone get to this one?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. What about Ashrita?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's proceed then. Okay. So now let's add a logo. So in the logo we have a um, Van Astor logo.png file. So let's add that, and then browse, insert in, and let's insert an image also. Okay, let's go here and insert image and choose the Van Astor logo, and then click on open. Okay, you can't see much because it's very light, so we will be changing something there. Yeah. um, okay, so just move that into the blue bar so that you can see exactly what it is. So we will just move that a bit there. Maybe I'll change the size as well, so that maybe I'll just change this to 24 so that it comes in one line, and then drag the Van Astel there. See, now you can see properly. Okay, so this needs to be adjusted a bit more. Sorry, I think crash, so that's the reason it just went. Um, I hope whatever we have done is saved, otherwise I'll just do it again. Second June, okay. Am I sharing my screen? No, not yet. Okay. I'm just refreshing because I'm trying to. I tried to open a recovered file. Let's see how much we have. Meanwhile, Jayashree, are you following? Did you start Jayashree and Navina?
Yes, I was able to follow.
Okay, what about Navina? Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, so just let us wait until it refreshes and then we'll start. Yeah, my lab one didn't change because I didn't save it. So let's see if that works. Otherwise, I'll just start doing this one. Canvas background, browse, open, and normal to 0%, and this one is change it to 24. Where is it? Okay, I think it is. It's a bit. I think I'll just start doing it again. And this one, if I move this one, and then insert image Van Astel, and just move this there so that. Okay, so this is the logo. We'll move it a little bit here. Okay, and this also I'll just change it so that it's fits inside the. Yeah. Okay, now and this one also I'll change. This one up here. Okay, so this is all done now. Um, okay, so we have seen that, and yeah, we have changed. You have to change the name to manufacturer. We've done the yeah, all this is done. Logo, we have included the logo, right? So now, oh, okay, we have to do something for the text. Text also, I think we need to change the background to background subsection within effects format pane and set the transparency to 100% so that whatever background, it won't be visible. So that's what we are going to do for here, because our manufacturer analysis is being displayed in white. So what we'll do is highlight that text box and then go into the effects, and then in the background color, just change that to 100% so that it just remains. And then if possible, just move that to, yeah. Okay, so everyone with me so far? Oh, and we need to change the text title to white. So where do we do that? Oh, size font to white to 20 as well. So okay, let's go do that. So I'll select this one, Control A, and then in the A, you can choose the font size as font color as white, and change the text size to 20. And that way you can resize it more effectively. Okay. Next comes now we will add an AI visual which is called smart narrative visual. So we will add that just beside the bottom visual. So I'll resize that to, let's say, just till there. You can choose it by the line, the red line that comes. And now the narrative visual is there are two ways to you can do that. You can use this one, or if you go insert tab, there are 4 AI visuals here which you can see. You choose the narrative there. So I'm just going to go to insert and then choose narrative. I will want to choose that here, so I'll just write it here. Okay, so now I think this one. Okay, so this one is let's do custom, because Copilot means you might need some emails that are work emails. So now you can see, what did the smart narrative visual do? Can anyone tell me?
I guess it will read the data and give some uh, outputs from the data.
Yeah, so whatever visuals are there in the on the page, so it sort of summarizes. So it is doing our work, human work it's doing. So it is saying sum of revenue trended, what is the trend for the sum of revenue, how much was increase, and while what is the percentage growth, 43.77 decreased, trended down between 2014 and 2021. So
Analysis of
that's
the
what,
graphs.
yeah, analysis of the graphs. It just gives. And also, if you observe, if you just choose USA, so this is, see, it's working on it and it has changed. The numbers have changed. And then it says USA had this much, sum of revenue has reached the target goal of. Okay, so you can change that, and then it automatically changes the summary. So that's the power of a smart narrative visual. Okay, so now let's add custom visual. I don't know whether every one of you can add custom visual. If you can't add, I will add and let you know. If you have, if you can log in, then it will allow. Can you try and add custom visual like this? How do you add custom visual is, if you click on dot 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 here. Oh wait, I'm getting confused. I'll just don't save. Okay, so here, if you click on what were we doing? Yeah, in the visualization pane, click on the white white space here on the visual, and in the visualizations pane, after all the visuals, there is a dot dot dot. So click on the dot 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 and then say get more visuals. So there are some custom visuals. What do you mean by custom visuals is, some third party providers, they developed some custom visuals, some visuals which are not developed by Microsoft. They are developed by some other people, which we can use them. So some of them can be promoted as organization visual. So if your organization where you're working has developed some visual, those will come up here. My organization didn't develop anything, so I don't have anything here. And that organization depends on what you have signed in as. Okay, and then you have some app source visual. All these, in the all visuals, you can see the app source visuals. So here you have different kinds of visuals. You have narrative visuals, you have part to whole visuals, R language visuals, KPIs, infographics, flow, all those things are there. Okay, so out of these, we need to add something called play visual, play access visual. Did did everyone get to this, or are you facing issues?
I can.
Okay, what about others? Jayashree, Navina, Kirti, Ashrita. Navina is okay. Ashrita, Kirti. Can everyone get to this? Ashrita, good, thank you. Jayashree
Yes.
and Kirti.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, if you have issues, you let me know.
Yeah, I'm
Because
also doing it. So once
okay,
it is done, thank you.
yeah, because I think it will ask you. Did it ask you for sign in?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. And you all have company or work emails, right? Or is it working with your Gmail account? That's what I want to find out.
Yeah, I logged in as my company.
Company, okay. What about Ashrita, Kirti, Navina?
I'm checking with my Gmail. So it is asking again sign in.
Yeah, Gmail, I don't think it will work. So maybe you
Okay.
may not be able to add. Yeah, that's what, because when I teach kids, they
Okay.
have only Gmail accounts, right? So they won't be able to um,
Access
do that.
the.
Yeah,
Okay.
otherwise they have to use their school account.
Okay.
Yeah, so these custom visuals, it needs a login.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. So now the way we add play access is just in the search box, because there are a lot of visuals. In the search box, try to type play. Play access. Play access. Yeah, play access. If you type it, the first visual that comes, the dynamic one. So here that is. I tried to click on it. So any visual, where any custom visual, when we try to use that, it gives you the overview of what it's going to do. And also you can download a sample. Download sample consists of, they have some sample data, and they have some, when you download, it will download a Power BI file, which is .pbix. And then once you download that, you can see how the visual looks. I am not going to download the sample. You can download it when you have some time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add. Just going to click on add. So once I add it, here if you observe, see, now it got the visual was successfully imported into this report. So it will import into this report. So now you can see some icon which is similar to these icons, but it appears after the ... So now this is the play access visual. So here, now click on the white space and then click on this one. Now it will add, play access will add. Now what we need to do is we need to provide some data for it. What is it that we are going to play on? So usually play access is nothing but uh, it will show you, for example, if you add country as this thing, it will show you um, each country, Australia, Canada, Germany, Japan, Mexico, Nigeria, and USA. It will show one by one. And if you add date, it will show one by one as date. So I'm going to add date, and this date will be from, because you have two dates, right? You can add from the date field, date table, or you can add it from the sales table. Because date table has all the dates, I'm going to choose that and then add it. So here I'll just go here and then add just the date field. Okay, now it's going to just go year from year part of it. Okay, so now you can position it like this. And then if you want, you can go show colors as well. And then, okay, so let's not go into bookmarks yet. Okay, so now let's format this one. So go into format, and then in the colors, just go show all so that it shows everything. And then here, if you play, look at what happens. So click on the play button here. So if you want to click on the play button, see, once you click, it has just gone very, very fast. See, observe here, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So like that it plays. It just shows you year by year what the picture is. Okay, so this is something, I think this one we can delete that. Okay, so after that, now we'll try some bookmarks. Bookmarks is a very interesting feature which kids enjoy. So in the view tab, we have something called bookmarks. If we add that, and what are we doing? View bookmarks, bookmark 1, rename it to initial state. Okay, so okay, we are just going to make some add some bookmarks. So if you go into view and then click on bookmarks, the bookmarks pane will open. Now we will just in the current state. So this is the current state where you have the logo and all the years and all the countries are visible here. Okay. So now okay. Now click on add and then rename this one. So ... and rename this one to initial state. So it's like reset or something like that. Initial state of this bookmark is the initial state. Okay. Now next one is sum of revenue by country. Select the USA column. Okay. Hover over the and select the ellipsis on the top right corner and spotlight. Okay, after spotlighting, then I think we will add a bookmark, USA revenue. Okay. So now select on the USA revenue and then click on the dot dot dot. These dot dot dots are, hold on, I'll just try and yeah. Now I can see the dot dot dot. So go into dot 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 and then go to spotlight. So what is happening here? It's just spotlighting the sum of revenue for USA. Okay. So now I'm going to add that and then call it USA revenue. Okay. Now click on the initial state so that you go to everything. And so we have USA revenue. Similarly, we'll do the Australia revenue. So click on Australia and then again spotlight. Is there a spotlight? Maybe this one is not doing spotlight. Yeah, I don't see a spotlight here. Let's just do a without spotlight. Just select on Australia and then let's do a bookmark. So don't select spotlight. Make sure you highlight the highlight Australia and then add a bookmark and then click on rename and change that to Australia revenue. Okay, how many of you have followed this? Or shall I repeat?
I have done it. Thank you.
Sangeeta, Vijay, Navina
All
is
good.
okay. Jayashree is okay. Ashrita and Kirti?
Yeah, I'm done.
Done? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ashrita. Okay. So now we have created 3 bookmarks, right? Let's see what else is there. You can use the arrows. Okay. And tell your story. Okay. Now from the bookmarks pane, select exit. Okay. Okay. If you go here into here, we can't see that, right? Can you can't see this one. You can go through it, but you can't see what we see in the screen. So let's ignore that. Okay. Now, okay. So now view bookmarks, visualizations, collapse the visual. Okay, everything, and then you have to do something from the ribbon. Select the insert and then buttons. Okay, let's do the bookmark navigator. Okay, so let's insert a bookmark navigator. So what we will do is we'll just resize this one a wee bit and then go into, yeah, resize that there. So, yeah. Okay, now go to insert tab and then click on the drop down of buttons and then come right below into navigator and then go to bookmark navigator. Click on bookmark navigator. So it has given these, because we have 3 bookmarks, it just gave all 3 bookmarks. So what I'll do is I'll just get them here and then resize them into the inside that. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's where it has Yeah, see this is how we have created initial state, USA revenue and Australia revenue. Now with the buttons visuals still selected, navigate to the format pane and then okay, fill color to a light blue, transparency 40%. Let's do that. My bookmark pane, that thing is selected, and here shape is okay, rectangle, style, font I'm going to use as it is. Fill is, I'll just do maybe lightish, and then I'll just go 40%, it said, right? Some 43%. Okay, and next one is rounded rectangle. Let's go rounded rectangle and 25%. Okay, so go to the shape at the top and then go rounded rectangle. It's a 25 anyway, so that's how it looks. Now if we want to navigate to each of these bookmarks, at the moment we are in initial state. Let's go to, let's say, USA revenue. So click on that. If you just click on that, nothing happens. But if you control click on it, you are taken to the USA revenue bookmark. Okay, that we have created. Okay, and then if we want to go back to, let's say, Australia revenue, you can click on Australia revenue and then it will give you the Australia revenue. So that's how control click is the way to navigate on the buttons. So control click is done. Okay, save. Let's save it. Okay, did everyone do this? Did everyone save? Yeah, okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay, now question time. I think this is the last page, right? Yeah, this is the last page. So we are done with lab 3, and lab 4 is publishing and accessing reports. Some of you may be able to do it, some of you may not be able to do it, but still I'll just post that into the chat, into the folder Google Drive. Give me a minute and then I'll just post it. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, lab 4 is uploaded. You can download and then open that. Okay, have you all downloaded?
Indu, can you just give me the link for the drive one more time, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I will do that. Copy, share, copy link. Yeah, you can click on that and then download the lab 4. And also I think from earlier you must have downloaded the reports folder. From the reports folder, yeah, there should be a final DIAD report. Yeah, DIAD final report. If you can click on that, DIAD final report, if you can download that as well, or if you can open that. I'm going to open that. If you don't have that file, you can download it from the reports folder. Let me know once you have opened that file, DIAD final report.
That's done.
Jayashri, thank you. Yeah. What about others? Sangeeta, Ashrita, Navina? Have you
It's
opened
taking a
the...
while to download it. Sorry.
That's okay. No worries. Ashrita, Vijay is okay. Navina, Kirti, Prema, are you attending for the first time?
Yeah, I'm done.
Done. Okay. Ashrita? Okay. That's good.
No, I'm in the second class. I missed the last week, Indira.
Okay.
But this,
Okay. Okay. So you can catch up with the recording, right?
yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay, Navina, thank you. Okay. So now you have opened it, right? So everyone's report, is it looking like this?
Yep.
Okay. Now let's follow the instructions on lab 4. Okay, so we have opened this file, and now highlight the market analysis and change the text color to black. Okay, let's do that. So let's do the... Oh, it's already black, right? Highlight and it's already black, right? Okay, so maybe it was white, but now it's... For me, it is black. I don't know about you. Yeah, for me, it is black, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. And now let's try and create a mobile layout. So how do we do that? If you go into view and then click on mobile layout, so it appears like this, mobile layout. So we need to adjust it to how it will show in the on the mobile when you download the Power BI app. So let's see how they have noted. So the market analysis is there, and then from the page visuals pane, market analysis title to the top, and Select the view tab next to grid lines to turn them off. Okay, let's turn them off. I think I need to turn them off. So, okay, grid lines also off. So I have selected market analysis and then market analysis is there. After that, we get the market share. Okay, so let's go here and then market share is there, little bit up. And after that, get the growth, percentage growth by manufacturer. And then drag the revenue by year and manufacturer line chart. Revenue by year and manufacturer line chart. So if we go here, the page. Revenue by year. Where is the revenue by year? From the page visuals pane. Page visuals pane to below the. So how does this look? That one. Page visuals pane. So can you see I can't see the
Indo, if you just scroll in that, when you go back into that,
here.
yeah, just click
I
and scroll
can't
down.
see.
I could see that actually.
I couldn't
Just
see
below.
it.
Oh no, you have that a little scrolling option in the Power BI report
In the
itself. Just
yeah. Got you. Yeah. Okay. So here, sorry. Yeah. So just up and then again country. This map. Okay. So after that, okay, do the country. Revenue by country and below revenue by year and manufacturer. Okay, so below the country, above the country is revenue by year and manufacturer. And okay, so this is how it is looking. And then save the report. Okay, now we have done, we have created a report. Now you can save it and then you can go into again. If you want, you can go to the by manufacturer, or maybe nothing is there. Auto create. Let's not do that. We'll just you go by the market share. And now if you come back to the desktop layout view, you will be able to go to your to the actual report, which is here in this desktop layout view. Can you see that? So this is the mobile layout view and that is the desktop layout view, which are in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. Okay, so now we have created a report and we have created a mobile layout as well. Now what we need to do is, this is for your own view. But if you want to share this report with your other colleagues in your company, then what you need to publish it to something called a Power BI service. And for that, you need to have a work email. So Kirti, you may not be able to do it. Others, if their company allows, then you will be able to publish. So let's see. So for publishing that, go to Home tab and then click on the Publish button. But before I do that, which one? Okay, this is my Indie. Okay. So I'll just go Publish. Do you want to save changes? I'll say yes. And then once you click on Publish, you will be able to see something called My Workspace. Are you all able to see it?
Indo, I might not be able to publish because there's a restriction from my organization. So
Okay. Yeah, you can just watch, no problem. What about others? Vijay, Navina, Ashrita, Sangeeta?
I can't publish either, sorry.
Okay, so I think I expected that most of the organizations don't allow you to publish. So maybe just watch what happens, okay? So you usually in an organization, if the organization allows you to publish Power BI reports, then you can publish to something called My Workspace. My Workspace means you can publish with no restrictions. But if you want to but you can't share from My Workspace. If you want to share with other people, then what you need to do is you need to have something called a Power BI Pro license. And Pro license is now, I think it's 13 or 14 US dollars per month. And usually companies, Power BI using companies pay for that. So it's an individual license. So, but to publish to My Workspace, there is no need for license. So I'm just going to use My Workspace and then select it. And then I'm trying to publish the DIAD final report. So once I publish, what happens is it takes a couple of minutes to publish and then it will give you, so open the report in Power BI. In Power BI means it's in Power BI service. So I'm just going to click on that and don't want to use this, so let's use Edge. Usually to log into Power BI service, what you do is you just go app.powerbi.com. So I'll just go there and then here I go to My Workspace. And in the My Workspace, the one that I have published is published. Just give me 1 minute. Now, okay, so now what see, if you notice, there are two files here. One is called the report, the other one is called the semantic model. If I expand this one, it's called semantic model. So what this means is that one file that we have created, once we upload, what happens is this model gets saved. This data and model gets saved as a separate file, and then the report will have the actual report, the visualizations. So if you look at the semantic model, you can't look at the visualization. So I'll just click on this one here, where you can see how it looks. So if you want, let's say, for example, if you go Licky, so it's all showing like this, but they don't have market share, because I think this is Van Astel market share. So yeah, so so it's all interactive. So if you go to play access here, so it see how it is, how the things are moving by segment. You can see by year, each one how it is moving and sharing this thing. So that's how it shows. And then by manufacturer, you have this particular. So because there are in this report, there are 2 pages that they have. One is market share view of everything, and one is by manufacturer. So by manufacturer, this is Van Astel, and if you go into the, see here, they have created a bookmark, and then once you click on the bookmark, not here, I'll just show you here. Once you click on the bookmark, a panel opens, and then it shows what the manufacturers are. So for example, if I go to Aliki, it just goes here and then shows you Aliki, so, or Natura. So it's all different manufacturers view can be seen. Whereas this doesn't change. This is not dynamic yet. So this also can be made dynamic, but that was not made dynamic for now. So we'll just choose on Van Astel again. So that is the by manufacturer view, and this is Australia. Okay, I think we must have. Did I choose Australia somewhere? Why is this only showing Australia? There must be a filter. Country is Australia, so that's why it is showing as Australia. If we show everything, then it will show everything. You can remove the filter and then it shows everything. Okay, so yeah, so that's the Power BI service one, published one. And now what we'll do is we will create some what do you call, maybe we'll create a yeah, I'll show you how to create a new workspace. But for that you will have you will need a pro license. So there is workspace here, right? So here, if you click on here, then what you can do is you can have new workspace here. So I can create a new workspace, give a name to it, and then the description, let's say TBD workspace, which I'm going to delete, and then you can click on advanced, and then if you want to make some see here, trial account, pro account, what is the license mode? This is just Fabric trial account. So like that, I'm just not going to do that. Click on that. So I'll just once you click on the once you create a workspace, it will appear in this list. So there are some premium workspaces nowadays. They are called Fabric workspaces with Microsoft Fabric that came into GA, I think almost 1.5 years, 18 months ago, and that has lot more features than just Power BI. So this is the workspace, and once you click on the workspace, I don't want to show any of those. You can upload Power BI reports here like that. So that's one. So let's go and see what else is there in the. Okay, so if you upload a workspace, okay, you can do a logo there, so that you can say that that's the manufacturer's logo. So it looks something like that. Okay, we have already published this one, right? Okay, yeah, we have already published. Yeah, we have already published, and then this is what we have seen. And okay, now let's do building a dashboard. So now in Power BI, usually people call it as Power BI dashboards. Whatever we have done in Power BI desktop, we need to call them as reports. As Power BI developers, these are not dashboards, but these are reports. Whatever reports we publish, out of those reports, we can create something called a dashboard. What is a dashboard? What is the difference between a report and a dashboard? Can anyone tell me?
Number of reports together can be put into a dashboard.
Yeah, visuals from report can be put into a dashboard. Yeah. Who else wants to answer? Vijay, I thought you were typing something. You can speak
No,
if you
no.
want to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what she said was you can combine visuals from different reports and then create a dashboard. So we will do something like this. So let's try and do that. Can anyone else publish? Could anyone else publish into your into my workspace? It's like no one. So let's create that. Okay. So okay. So now we should just start with this visual. So um, because this can be done from Power BI workspace, Power BI service. So I'm just going to click on the DIAD final report from the service. And what I can do is, see here, there is a, oh, this is an expose. See this one. See here, pin to a dashboard. What this does is this pins the whole entire dashboard to a um, entire report to a dashboard. So I'm just going to say this is my entire report. I'm giving a new name, entire report, and then pin live. So go to dashboard. I don't want to create a mobile layout. So this is how it appears. So this is how it appears. And then if you click on this, and also it's, is it interactive? Yes, it is interactive. A key is there, and then all are there. And then if you go, let's say calendar years, days, months, let's go months. So yeah, the data is not till 6/7/25. So that's why you don't see much data here. Let's go years, even years. Yeah, very little data is there here. So like that, you can interact here. And if I go to, let's say, go back to the report, you can also pin individual visuals. So if I go for example, if I want to pin this one. So here, if you look at this one, pin visual, I can go here. I can pin it either to the existing dashboard or a new dashboard. I'll just say visuals and then pin it. So it will create a new dashboard called visuals, and then it pins to a brand new visual. So I can just resize it. And then we can pin other visuals to the same dashboard. So let's say I'm just going to pin here. There is a pin right here. Pin to existing dashboard, not entire dashboard, but visuals dashboard. So if I go to this one, it will be here. So once you click on that, it takes you back on the visual. It takes you back to the report from which it was pinned. So that is, but you can see if you want to monitor some KPIs from different reports, you can create a dashboard and then you can monitor those. Okay, so existing dashboard we have seen, and pinning to the entire report also we have seen. So we have, yeah, all these we can pin all these and then arrange them. Resize the tiles as well and arrange them, and hit the drop down. Yeah, I think that's all we have. Yeah, you can even add images using add a tile as well. Let's see that maybe. If I go into the visuals, this thing, so you can click on add a tile, and then you can go to image and next, and then you can give a title, maybe logo or something, and then you can provide a link, external link for that particular or here URL. So if I copy that URL, where is that URL? Yeah, this one. So this has added this thing, so you can just move it and resize it, and then move the others around, these things around. I'm not going to add all the visuals as shown here, but that's how you can add. Then you can rearrange and okay, now let's use the Q&A visual. So here, Van Asdell market share by country. Let's go and as tree map. Okay, let's go and ask. See here, there is when you create a dashboard, for every dashboard, you have ask a question about your data. So then what you can do is, now if you click on that, it will prompt you some of the questions that you can ask, but you can ask your own as well. So what I'll do is, I'll say Van Asdell what was the question? I forgot. Market share by country. Market share by country. If I ask this one, it just gives some like this, like a graph, but I want it as a tree map. So if I say that, it creates this thing. So you can use that for pin visual. So you can use the pin visual in existing. Oh, it pinned into the entire report. So you can go back into that and then do that, or again pin visual. I want to select the visuals and then, so now go to dashboard. See it is there as a, you can bring it down and then see the dashboard here. So you can use that. You can use that Q&A visual even here. See here, if you go insert Q&A, you can use that similarly. So you can use that as well. We have exited Q&A. We have pinned that, and from any visual you can view insights as well. So let's do something. You can view insights. Let's try this one from revenue by country. View insights. So here, if we look at this one, it's searching for related insights. Let's see if it comes up with something. Okay, so it's giving you some insights, and if you like it, then what you can do is you can actually use that visual. You can pin that visual if you like this visual, or if you like to see, let's say, units by and revenue by month or something like that. There is a correlation between units and revenue and things like that. You can just pin that into the dashboard. So now it will be pinned somewhere. Did I pin or not? I'm not sure, but yeah, that's how you can use it to the to gain some learn some insights from just one visual as well. Here, alerts, manage alerts. If you want to, so for example, if you want to notice, if you want to get alerts based on some threshold, so you can create those alerts, and then whenever the threshold goes high or low, then it's going to alert you. So for example, if we go into the, let's say, for example, in this one, you can go manage alerts, and if the you can add the alert rule, Van Asdell market share. If it goes above, let's say, 0.35 or something like that, notification frequency 1 hour, once in an hour, or at most 24 hours is daily. So like that, you can set an alert and then send me an email. So what it will do is it'll email you saying that this is the market share now currently. If it goes above, if it goes below, then it won't. In this condition, in this alert, it will just go. If it goes above, it sends you an email. I don't want to activate that, so I'll just cancel that and then don't save. What else is there? Yeah, this is the drill through and drill, which we have already seen. Sometimes you might want to add personal bookmarks, so you can add those as well. So if I go into here, we'll go into the report, and yeah, here, these ones in the bookmarks, add a personal bookmark. You can report current state. So if you want to, let's say, for example, you want to monitor Europe, select on this, and then everything else is showing Europe data. Now it is showing Europe data. So now you want to add this as a personal bookmark. So click on this and then add a personal bookmark, and you can say Europe, and that will be saved, and then you can go into the Europe, and then you can actually see the data from there. So sometimes you might want to add some personal bookmarks. You can do that. And the report bookmarks are what we have created, which we have seen earlier. Any questions? Okay, now Let's go to the semantic model. What is the use of the semantic model? So if we go again to this one and then go to my workspace. So here is the semantic model. So from the semantic model, what you can do is you can go and get some quick insights. So if you go here, I just click there. So what it's going to do is it's going to analyze the data that is there in the semantic model, and then it comes up with a automatically created Power BI report. So sometimes it might give you a starting point as to what kind of analysis that we need to do. So it has created some insights. So I'm just going to click on view insights. So here, see, there is a correlation between city and revenue and city, and count of district by state. That is not sounding meaningful, so I'm not going to use that. Units by manufacturers, how many units have been doing the, so top competitors, we have created the group, right? Top competitors accounts for the majority of the units, and bar is trending upwards. What is this bar? I think this is the revenue bar. So, and then market share, this is the market share, and then this, you have to see whether it makes sense, and then you can use that as the report. So these are the different kinds of view insights that it came up with. So that's what this is showing. And so you can pin them to the dashboards as well. Whatever you want, you can pin them to a dashboard. Now lab 4, yeah. Yeah, and also you have you can, I'll show you something, because we still have about 8 minutes. So let's do this. So here we have created a report, and then what we want to do is we want to the senior executive team, they want to do a live sort of interaction with the report. So what we can do is from here, from the, and no, not entire report, from this one, from the publishing that we have done, what we can do is we can export to PowerPoint. So if I go to export to PowerPoint, I'll just click on it. And then here you have choose how to export, either embed live data or export as an image. Export as an image, you don't have interactivity. So I'll just export as live data. So if I go into, you can either copy this one or open directly in PowerPoint. So I just clicked on open directly in PowerPoint, and then if you go, it will open the PowerPoint with the report embedded in there. So there are some privacy things that I want to accept and continue, and then it's going to embed here. Yeah, see here, and it is showing the filters as well. So now you can interact. It's not an image anymore. It's just you can interact with each of these. And then here, if we go, you will have the data options. What are the filters? What are the data insights? Reset, refresh, all those things. And then you can do this style as well. Outline how much, just for the border. And here, if we go, you have some because this works on an add-in. So you can have some add-in options. PowerPoint add-in is there for Power BI. You can collapse the toolbar, so you don't need to see it. So that is the toolbar. So this is live data, and then it gives you when was the data updated. So because I just updated just before, I think just after my crash. So yeah, okay. So like that you can share with the PowerPoint users. But there is one this thing here. The person who is sharing this PowerPoint, who's opening and sharing this PowerPoint with the executives, they also need to have Power BI Pro license, because that needs to, you can't share it with my workspace. Now you have to have a new workspace. You have to have Power BI Pro license, and the person viewing also need to have Power BI Pro license. So that is the condition there. I think that's what we have seen everything. Yeah, that's it. So today, today's class, I think this will be the what do you call? We have completed most of the labs. In the next class, what we will be doing is there is going to be another person who is going to join, um, called Bernia. She's going to share what the best practices are, how to use which visualizations will be better over which visualizations for the kind of data you have and things like that. So she's going to join us, and then you can learn from her. It won't be a lab activity. It'll be like she'll be sharing, and then maybe you can learn some best practices as to what kind of visuals can be used at which time, and then things like that. So that concludes our session today. Any questions?
For the Power
Yeah.
BI Pro license ones,
Mm.
if you're sharing a dashboard with someone within the organization,
Mm.
and does the version of Power BI, if that version differs, will that create an issue?
No. Once you publish into the service, service is for everyone. It is okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that should be good, because for service, whatever, because the software, the whatever runs the cloud part, for everyone it is okay. It is the same.
Okay, but basically they all should be having the Pro license or to view the dashboard.
Whoever is, yeah. There is something called Fabric F64 capacity. If your organization has F64 capacity, then you won't be needing the Pro license for
Got it.
viewing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good question, Jayashree.
What if we have to share the dashboard with users who are external to the organization,
Okay, so
and they do not have the pub, like you can't really force 300
Yeah.
clinicians to have a pro license.
Yeah. So that's a very good question too. So there could be two ways to do it. So sometimes most of the organizations, what they do is, if they have too many external users, what they do is they do some sort of a Power BI embedded portal where they embed the dashboards into that, and that is a different license. For that, the viewers don't need Power BI license, because that will be using the embedded capacity behind the scenes. But sometimes, because the organization data is sensitive, so they might need a login screen. So they might need their own some sort of a login mechanism, so that they can log in and then authenticate that they are the users, and then they can see the uh, reports. That's a
Thank you.
very good question, Sangeeta.
And just one more. So we had 5 manufacturers in our example. If we were to send the report of, say one Edstell, their one plus others, just to show them not like who other competitors are, and do the same thing with Aligi. Aligi sees their stuff plus others. Do you have to actually create separate reports?
No. There is something called row level security, which is an advanced topic, so which we
Okay.
didn't cover in this one. But you can create just one and use a row level security, and then just show the whoever logs in, it decides based on the login, it decides which data to show. And this has been this kind of um, use cases. There are a lot of use cases where where companies are using this row level security to
Right.
display. Yeah. So for
So there is
example, if you have
So there's a separate embedded, there's a separate course for advanced.
a separate course, in the sense, I haven't designed anything, but yeah, you can, if you need some these kind of help, yeah, I will be able to do that. I'll be able
Thank
to help you. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. I'll just stop the recording. Any other questions?